It's been a long process. Drive shaft or CV axle change on the diesel, easy. Probably can't even hear me because the music's so loud. But yeah, this is not fun. Try replacing the boots, nah, not happening. So I'm just replacing both of them. Got a good deal on them, and I got 4-year warranty and 2 replacements. So that's what I'm doing. Project number 1. Project number 2. Project number 3. Yeah. She's a mess. She's living up to her name, Broke Betty. I see no trees.
That's why your friends always hating on me. Fuck them, no, I did this all by me.
Alright guys, pretty easy. I can't really see it in there, but it's just held in by this clip. Focus. Focus. So all you gotta do is use a flathead. Hopefully you can see it in that time lapse I just did, but flathead, and just pry it. Should wear gloves. I should have. Yeah, this stuff's pretty messy, but if you can see where I got the flathead in, where did I get it in? See, I didn't damage this. Oh, right there. I didn't damage this one. The other side I did. Like I've said many times, the goal was just to change the boot, because that's all it's bad. I only have 58,000 miles. But I've tried. I have air chisel. I tried it. It didn't really work for me. Heating it up and then hitting it with a hammer was the best bet. And this side went a lot easier than the other side. I didn't film the other side. It took me a long time, and I messed up the threads. This one I could reuse. But the problem is, I just bought the outer boots. But you really need to buy the inner boots too, because to get this on, you have to take this. This just separates. It's not really that hard to do. Just bust that ear clamp, whatever you want to call it. And then there's bearings or whatever you want. I don't know the exact names of what these things are called inside. But yeah, this separates. And then you gotta take, there's a C-clip. I'll just show you on the other one. It is super messy, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna keep it inside this because I have to return this as a core, which I usually don't do, but here you can see where I broke that open yesterday because I was pissed off. You can see where I welded it with the plastic welder. And it actually held pretty good. I mean, there's still a lot of grease left in that joint. But like I said, to get this off, you have to get this one off. And then, you could just use hose clamps if you want, but I trust these ear ones more than I trust just a regular hose clamp. But back here, if you can see it, yeah, right there, there's a C-clip. You take the C-clip off, and then this pulls right out. But I couldn't get it out. I tried everything. I think you just need a puller, and I don't have a puller. I need to. That's another tool I need to get. And you can just pull that out, and then once that's off, that inner boot goes out, and then the outer boot, and then you can replace them. I messed up my threads. I do have a de-threader, so I thought about redoing it, but as you can see, I hit it with a hammer so much, it distorted it and it pushed it in, so I don't even know if I trust that. And then another thing is, that seal back here, I messed that seal up with my flathead. So I said screw it. My hands are all dirty. I don't know how I'm going to grab the camera. But he said it's their highest quality CV axles they carry, so we'll see. I hate not using OEM. But what are you going to do? I mean, OEM are $700 per side. So 80 bucks or $700. I mean, it's pretty easy. I could do, you know, 7 of those, almost 10 of those. So that's what I'm going to do. And if it wasn't for Chris, you know, I wouldn't be doing this. Like I said earlier, oh, it's got grease on the camera. Like I said earlier, all you gotta do is remove your tow arm, and you really don't have to remove the caliper or anything. I mean, it just slides right over. I did remove my strut, but that's because I'm going to air ride. You don't really have to do that either. You can turn it, and it comes right out. Yeah, I wouldn't take it to a shop. They'll charge you an arm and a leg. I'd just do it yourself. It's really not that hard. You do need an impact. If you have a DeWalt or Milwaukee, I mean, that thing came right off. I did heat it. I recommend heating it, especially if you got a lot of miles. Yeah, heat that thing up because it's going to be seized in there. But yeah, tomorrow I get the drive shafts and we'll resume them. Alrighty, it's day 2. I got the CV axles. It's kind of a little dysfunctional because I ended up getting one brand new one and one remanufactured. But so one's coated, so that's cool, so it won't rust. Other one's not. But remanufactured, I mean, pretty much on those CV axles, just the spline, the actual shaft itself, is the only thing that's remanufactured. They redo the threads and everything, so it's pretty much brand new. But yeah, I really wanted to get 2 brand new ones. I ended up spending like $170 for both of them. Lifetime warranty too. I didn't believe it, so I made them explain to me. Hold on. Oh, you missed it. I made them explain to me what lifetime actually meant, and they said as long as I own the car, I can replace it whenever it goes out. So I was like, okay. I usually always go through O'Reilly's anyways, and that's who I went through. Catch it? No. It's a little dark. Hold on, let me get this a little lighter for you guys. Alright, there is the driver's side. See, it's coated, which is nice. It comes with new nuts and everything. It says there's like a couple. I wasn't even gonna make a video for these TV axles, but there's only like 3 videos online, and it said screw it, I'll just do it. Since the boots were blown, I gotta clean up everything because there's grease everywhere, and then I'm gonna put some anti-seize on the ends and put them in, and then put my tire rod back on. I think I'm gonna paint the tire rod a little bit because when the technician torched them, all that paint came off and they're all rusty. So yeah, and I don't think there's anything rusty on that vehicle. I mean, it doesn't really ever, I mean, it doesn't get driven a lot, but yeah, I don't think there's any rust on it, so, besides that. So, I need to take care of that. Again, she didn't catch it. Polly, you gotta catch it. It looks warm out, but it's actually freezing. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, I got this prepped. I put a little grease on the end where the C-clip is, or whatever clip you want to call that, to go in there nicely. I got this all cleaned up, and I put anti-seize on that just so that doesn't happen again, and that's from when I had brake ducts. I'm getting rid of that shield anyways, because when I go to my BBK, it won't fit around that, so not too worried. But I cleaned everything up. Like I said, these tires pick up rocks like crazy. I don't know if you can see that, but there's just so many rocks. Yeah, I took my wheel speed sensor off. I don't know if you really have to. It was just kind of in the way, so I took it off. But yeah, let's put this new one in.
No matter of fact, I ain't never asked no one for help, and that's why I don't pick up my phone when it rings. None of my celebrations is over, Lil P. Nobody flexing as much as I be. That's why she text me and tell me she love me. She know that someday I'll be over the sea, making my money and smoking my weed. I think it's funny she.
Alright, that was a lot of work. It's not necessarily hard, it's just time consuming and not fun. So the 36 12 point end nut, just make sure you bend those things down so it doesn't move. I don't know the torque spec, I just ran it in. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's going to be so hard to torque that because it spins, so I just use my impact. But the tire rod's not fun either, because you have to have I think my focus, it's a 6 mil on top, then the 24 open end to tighten it, and I don't have a 24, so I used a 25 and it went on. Once you get it snug, then you can just go to an impact. But yeah, getting it, if I can get an angle onto the actual the inner, getting that in, it doesn't take much force, but you'll hear a pop. That's when you know you're in. But yeah, I ended up getting my airbag in there too, so I didn't film a lot of it, but it's just time consuming. That's all it is, because you don't want to ruin anything. But yeah, I haven't even, well, I hope you can see. Can you see me? I hope you can see me. I didn't even do the other side yet, because the strut took me longer than I thought. To do the airline, wasn't fun either. I was using different seal. Anyway, that's a different video. But yeah, this car only has 58,000 miles on it, so I can't believe they were that hard to get out. I mean, they should last a lot longer than that. Obviously, it's just because that technician torched them and burnt the boots. And I tried rebuilding it. I don't know even why they sell just one side. They should sell both together, because you have to take off the inner to get to that anyways. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. They should sell both in a kit. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. It's probably a little boring. Next one should be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to recap here. I really think that's everything. Like I said earlier, I would not take it to a dealer. They're going to charge you way too much. I mean, if you don't think you're mechanically inclined to do it, then I mean, I guess that's your only option. Take it to some shop, but I don't trust anybody on my vehicle, and I would rather just do it myself and have it done right than take it to someone, pay all kinds of money, and they might not do it right. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. And you guys know the drill. Always give me a like. I know this one's kind of boring, so I probably won't get any likes on it, but but yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, this will be on the channel a lot. Mainly I started with just the truck, and slowly have gone to, it's a mess. It is a mess. I'm going back to black, so I got to take the front panel, the front quarters, and the new M4 bumper to get painted tomorrow. So hopefully when it gets back, I'll have all the suspension done and be laid out, and then she'll be back together. All right, I will see you guys. I mumbled on a lot, so see ya.
Now tell me, get comfortable with me once I got it coming. I love her, she love me.